Welcome! In this video, we will guide you through the key sections of YOKOGAWA Australia JSA or SWM's template, an essential tool for managing safety in any job. This templates help us identify hazards, assess risks, and implement control measures to ensure a safe work environment. The first section of the template involves identifying the activities or tasks involved in your job. Think of the tasks as individual components of your work, arranged in the order in which they need to be completed. For those in engineering roles, examples might include tasks like traveling to a site, installing control systems, conducting customer factory acceptance testing, FAT, and more. Next is hazard identification. Here, we identify hazards based on the activities. Hazards can come from work locations, such as difficult entry or exit, oxygen deficiency, or extreme temperatures. There may also be hazards specific to the area, like working at heights, electrical risks, or working in remote areas. Don't forget, high-risk hazards include falling objects, poor lighting, slippery surfaces, and manual handling issues like ladder use. If you are using hazardous substances, ensure to reference the Material Safety Datasheet, MSDS. Also, check if any permits are required to carry out the activity and make a note of it on the form. YOKOGAWA maintains a hazard register which can be used as guidance. It is recommended to consult this document during your evaluation. Moving on to Personal Protective Equipment, PPE. Identify and note the right PPE for each activity. For example, if you're working with chemicals, gloves and eye protection might be necessary. For high noise areas, hearing protection will be required. PPE examples include gloves, high-vis vests, hearing aids, and eye protection. Ask if there is a site HSE management plan on guidance on the appropriate PPE for different tasks. Now, let's address environmental hazards. These may include dust, fumes, electronic waste, or the noise from plant and equipment. It's important to be aware of these hazards during the performance of your tasks and note them in the JSA. In this section, you'll learn how to prioritize risks. We assess risk based on two factors: consequences and likelihood. Consequence can be injury, illness, financial, environment, reputation, or legal. For consequences, we consider the potential severity of the harm. For likelihood, we consider how likely the incident is to occur. Once these are assessed, use the risk matrix to find the risk rating: very high, high, medium, or low. For the assessment, after a control is placed, only the likelihood of consequence can change. The consequence itself can only change if the hazard is eliminated. As example, electric shock will have the same consequence with or without controls. Once the hazards and risks are identified, it's time to document the activities, tasks, and steps, along with their associated potential hazards. For each hazard, outline the control measures, assign a risk rating after the controls are placed, and note the person responsible for taking action. Finally, ensure that the JSA is reviewed, understood, and acknowledged by everyone involved in the task. If there are any changes in the task, environment, or circumstances, revisit and update the JSA accordingly. A toolbox talk should be conducted every day with the team before starting the activity to discuss the tasks for the day and any change in circumstances. By following these steps, you'll help ensure a safe and well-documented process for your team. Safety is everyone's responsibility, and using the JSA template effectively is a great way to contribute. Stay safe and stay informed.